ahwefo me fa cho ye ma yin na ye ho akwaba eba eye salvation era nyame hwao me da wasenso se da ne de nyina no guso a ede wo ho oden ene ahofama epia dwumadie no ema ne koso aye ne saa mempa aba esanse enema na yesua no da ne de nyina enya bibi foforo ede kan ye de ye ho da ne de nyina bibi be ka ho ama etimi de to na mo me move a step in our lives and in our marriages and in our relationships intimacy me pa cho onsa ka notification die na wadom me na wa share amobi bia ensa etumi akabi said ye be ya ye betumi aboabo ye ho frownia fradofo frabusuafo ka cho say apostle Fredi Agima watena se yankopon na basa ne netumi so made ode aduane mu no obeyi bia pie ama yenso ye de ka yen ede ho me pa cho ene topic e ba be kasa fa ho the causes of third parties in today's marriage. Causes of third parties in today's marriage. Enti na kasa ne beko awiye no. Megidi se na wonya wo de me sumanya mu de ne ya famu aba. E mo na na mo ba mo ni aba na na ya kunadu ya dom. Ai, me pa cho bebre me so fefe wona wonya maso wona wonya nteye me hu ni se notification ya ba ye de. Share na obia ensa entumi enkabi. Baba made bia na maben me papa. The head pastor of Praise Baptist Church International, Apostle H.O. Fredi Agima. Ono na dani de nyina nyankopon na basa ne tumi so de enkwane ahode ni nyansa adom no adani de nyina oguso edi yenim e was salvation e wa dwumadie o church most especially in our marriages enyoman keten wonhu ni se eye problem na so it is really causing harm dangers e wa wiem e ma e disintegration ana eba inti yema ye ni enda ho e wo modi bia na pinche no ne ato ankomo cheche ne so me da was bebre wo ba cha da me ma kwa ba
yeah na
bacho. And the topic I remember Kasafon the causes of third parties in today's marriage and now we know. And new my third parties etimi eye wo our mu. O me hu ni say you want the positive and the negative. Timpacho and then what are some of the causes of these third parties in ene ye na wa we.
God bless you, my daughter. No, the third parties in our marriages, their motive of coming is to come and take the resources and the cream. Okay. And I said the ingredients. Okay. The ingredients are what your marriage mono or moba ebe yi di fro.
Okay.
And omoba no mefa ade no sufro or for the resource.
Okay.
Resources, ingredients and the cream.
But you say omoba omu nyina edipa bi obeba bia.
Omo motive of coming wasn't wrong. Any omu nyina.
Ebimu.
Ebinim and the bisu motive are wrong.
Okay.
But I can say those who came with wrong motive no are more than those who came with the right motive.
Okay.
My question will be why? There are people who are ignorance Emma womo egun for our way. Because they don't know say the kind of act what acting and said the kind of as someone walking about somebody's marriage can end the marriage in a breakup. Okay. And I said can even disgrace the marriage. And I said it can even introduce the marriage into outsiders that they're not supposed to hear anything about it because of ignorance.
Yes.
What did I mention? Unima omuni muntino. Tinima omuni muntima bebre react twice ago for marriage now the long last no more ending marriage in a place it shouldn't be. Okay.
But Okasan, you made mention of some resources and creams now there what our room. What are some of the resources that our room my third party in the bar or be year free more?
If you say resources are anything that can make something effective and effectively, or anything that can make something rich, anything that can make something powerful is a resource. So if I say resource, ade bia ema ade bitimi wie peyo, and ema ade bi ye den, ema adwuma timi ekoyi, ema abrabo timi koyi, ema enigye etimi ba anomuntu bia mu e resource. Fine. So say omoba no be take that resource na ebema our end be ye empty. You are asking me what are some of the resources? Some of the resources ebi the unity. Say third parties in the bar, ya free your spouse no so ekwa the third party neka because third party most at times only influentials. There are people that can influence you, the influentials. Third party, some of them are creative. They can create something that you are not aware when you are now why you need and what can you say okay. Especially when you're dealing with journalists and I say media for now, you should be very careful. They can push you for you to say what you're not ready to say. They can even take you to social media, whereby you are not expect yourself to be on social media. But you must not be WhatsApp the social media. Because I do in the program. And some of them are psychology. Psychologically, they can use their psychological thinking, their psychological manners to influence you to say what you're not ready to say. What's the major answer? So who could share Ubisa, who expectation is a may come as somebody at Channel. And I'm in the income, said the Bianca, be a meeting that bomb our young by. When him round about say our real. The third party, you know, to a balance of Ubirumusana. One, resources, you know, what be ye through. What be unity nefiro. Two, communication. Incommodity with baby because say no. The one back when you cry on you into one didn't come one our friend on and Casamo. To when in Casamon, you are building another relationship, you are building another resource. Oh baby. To was a honey breaky. Maka communication. Maka unity. Another one. I know so a year attention. Okay. What's no attention is diverted.
Yes, I will muche.
So attention no, and yes, a munche a diverted. No attention na ako one side. So must be a what's with the attention equal. Now I say if there is a problem will be solved, you know. Then you are rider. Introduce yourself to other people.
Okay. Temperature on say you say penny forecast and be said you trust no onim se ne chi achia ana bible sum be wari ama be ye honam baako enti sa no de oba mu no onimom na e ba betenetene wo say ade we nyi ti wo couple no wo wani maso say wo ye mistake o
no one is perfect and life
see definitely the third party dey no pa chi no adi cause one dey feel wachi bo hu
and no na me can say obviously they are creative. But the kind of their word is that they are creative. At times, you know, or bar, now you answer me bebow. Our real be a good be answer. What transnational him said, tell people on bear munina. Now you said, or no bar as a light. They came with a skin of sheep or sheep, but within them they are wolves. And now, Mama, one example. Makwa so Ukraine be. Etime me ko share no kuno baby. Do you think say do I have right? So what's that catch you?
No catch me awo.
Do you know obi was that catch you?
Oh.
Dem who know some catch you. When I make catch that will not no add anything. One, I'm creating panic. Two, I'm creating fear. The third, I'm creating hatred. Mama would do a tie. And into the people that we introduce them to our marriages, you know, they rather come and take the cream, the resource, the ingredients, and leave the couples. What they mention, and I said they leave the spouse into what problem? Because I did my problem, man. What first I didn't feel. So the first I didn't feel no man. The next thing was said, man, say problem, beshasi. To be able to when you want to cry, air so. One class and yes, one class and new classes, one class. Uncommon. Now there's a third party will be with our digging. And their motive of coming, one more be creative. Oh, my boy, my yaba. My boy, it is a 1 year sensible. Now you'll be a young conclude 2 when you'll be a yamin. I want to show you a while. I'm telling you, quit. And you think, say, well, no, any papa or baba, wow, I'm going to do a brabo. But what can I say, Miss Wasi, the two become one. There are many two on a man who know near the old fellow and table and also virginity. It's wrong.
Only when he said, oh, no, a mistake, or moon. I shall be fetchy bar or be whom Mama catch on and say, oh, a quine a cheer on to Monteneno.
Oh, say medical can be said we frɛ bonten ba bia. Na asem oba be ka bia no. Ya trase na dwene ho ba kumienu. Ingredients be no dey bro. Resources be no dey bro. Cream be no dey bro. So we say the person rather taking the cream, the resources, the ingredients, na ma who say we say dey na firi ho no mo be very careful.
But your cream resources ni na ya de kora no.
Me the back honey money a my dick can explain resources. Cream is a fluid and answer is a liquid. Something like a butter. It's a liquid beer a ma adie rich. It's midi. You find say for ice cream, for instance. Woody bread and woody cake, not the ice cream come as egg. The woody cake run the woody cake with ice cream difference then. And woody cake, no woody ice cream. Obi want to woody ice cream. Make us say, wait, what to always go? But ice cream, no boy say, ketchup. And the man did bake cream. You can't bake cream. Man, be thick. Man, be very rich. What's the measure? And into the cream in our marriages, say if we allow third parties to come and take them out, instead of expecting riches, it would rather become what? Poor.
Okay, but you be how back catch and say, omo wari no banana be man catch and say me dey me person ma say be kwa bontin ti me person me no bia e beti me nsem. Yet problem omo mienu na nkasa no omo form asem nko but problem e da so on tem to omo mienu na do they know say they are third parties to each other. Also the other time we say yeah who can be third parties, we can be third parties to ourselves. Nti obi free baby me mo bo oti be we ka say o me dey obi mama wa we obi me kam asem. Yet problems wo ho, the cream and the resources that you are talking about no e be free mama our really taste no e sorty. Nti there be am problem na e call me nti me ho ase no. Yeah then discover say we are third parties to ourselves, so we should solve these problems.
Let me tell you one thing about life. Yeah, me tell coach say the family that prays together live together. And I believe say if we want to enjoy our marriage and that's our marriages are the best thing we need to do is to pray together. We should live together. We should try as much as possible the unity in coming away in terminal. I will say when we could quite sorry about muti at times, you know. We'll be incident to one transit truthful. But some walk into me judging. Marco said, preacher and preaching I will preaching. The preacher is not preaching about marriage. He's even maybe the person preaching about respect. But we say you don't respect your husband. We don't respect your wife. But preacher and preaching about culture say respect and be humble. Tino, one should and one time go to our remote future. But what picky baby? Which radio? Radio no more can there is a preacher. I will preach. We no kunya preaching. Preacher no message na will preaching. The person is talking about love. Or say we because of the Nyankopon no time ni or your truth. Also you don't need what time. What time me chana say? What time? Obi entu for by 7 na what you know. Asem to me the change about our life. The same to be to me transfer say to radio. Na radio no kasa. Ye can send be find be they say. So homosexualism near my abayekan. Influencing go for be brave. Me who is a better topic na can there Caribbean. What is that? I've not so bad the gay. I be one of club who will be make a choice. To me the encourage say I can win some the best thing also is easy guna yunguno. Yunguni interest not topic it doesn't exist again. Because a war by then you go for can once. Bible is issue by it's a better topic. And I did be a bar and go for to say on very article. Timon and Nipan should no be make a choice. The same thing marriage would be a third party be a man. What one more idea what you be a same be a walker, will be a woody. I will radio so no be a same be a two be radio. So last time I can be to remove you can know the judge. Na yet I know the judge in the crew. Why bonus say acting? Then not be a third party. And you know, question me who says, Senyami Bemwa. Bible can say, Holy Spirit is our teacher. Okay, let me tell you something. See, a man yamu kwana yamu kunkube 3 more. Watch the And if you have a third party who is the Holy Spirit, what is your problem? What is your problem? And the Holy Spirit will be telling so idea you say any negative thing in your life will be or tries to be brain as then spiritual growth be shall see. You know, when you're growing spiritually, you understand spiritual things. When you're growing spiritually, you understand physical things. When you're growing spiritually, automatic there will be a change. And the change is positive change. So in marriage, if you want to enjoy our marriage, the best thing we need to do is to allow the Holy Spirit to introduce us, to guide us, to teach us. I'm telling you, you enjoy your marriage.
But I say,